Hey guys, welcome back. So today we got a 2017 Hyundai Santa Fe XL. Customer complaint no start, so um, it's a car from a friend of a friend. So I'm just here to help out. So anyway, I diagnosed it with a starter issue. Um, so today we'll be just replacing a starter on this model. Let's try if it starts still right now. Okay, so that's what you're gonna hear. It's just gonna click. So I didn't know that it was an XL model, so I grabbed some different tools. I thought it's a 2.4 engine that you can access with a long extension, create extension. So I'm gonna show you guys what I did, because I used the tow hook for the in the spare tire compartment to use it as a hammering tool to the starter in order to start it, right? So anyway, let's go into the engine bay. We're gonna remove our battery, our air cleaner area, and we can access that 14mm bolt on top of that, the top portion of the starter. Okay, so first we're gonna remove this guy here. That screwdriver. Good thing their garage is not too it's very secluded, no cars at all here, so at least I'm not gonna be shy on recording this. So I'm just gonna remove our battery, 10mm, and then a 12mm there at the bottom, and then remove that, and then we can access the 14mm there. And also I'm gonna remove the battery tray on that 12mm, and one, I think 2 or 110mm that's connected to the airbox. Okay, so I'm gonna remove that. Okay, so I said earlier to remove the battery tray, but I forgot that in these models we get a pipe here, a coolant pipe here. It goes down, and behind that, that's where our 14mm for our starter bolt. So that's why I had to remove our air cleaner here to access the mounting bolt for this pipe. So there's one here and one on the side of the transmission, so we're gonna remove that so that at least it's loose, and we can put it up a little bit, and we can insert under our socket and our extension there, right? So let me do that, and then yeah, I'll show you later when I get on the bolt. Alright guys, so we're underneath the vehicle. I remove our undercover here. As you can see on our shield, this is the shield of the starter. So I bend it towards the radiator side so that I can insert something there, especially the tow hook that comes with the vehicle. So I insert it there, and this is what I use to hammer the starter, right? So it pretty work, especially if you have some emergency. You can try that, and it's pretty accessible, even though there's an undercover here. The what do you call it? I think because the Santa Fe XL, it's like it's not full cover, right? It's half of it. There's a space or a hole on it, so you can access that. So now I'm gonna remove, there's 10mm for this shield here for our starter. I'm gonna remove that. Our starter bolt will be, there's one here at the bottom, and there's one here on top, right? So I think, I don't know if that, okay, so I think we still need to remove those bolts for our coolant line, so that we can access a ratchet here or a socket or something like that. But anyway, I'm gonna remove this 10mm bolt here so that I can access our power cable and our connector for the solenoid, right? Remove those first, and then we'll see. Okay, so here's our shield I was talking about. There's another 10 mm nut at the back of it, so don't forget about that. So there's two on the front and one on the back. So now we can see our starter. So we're gonna remove our solenoid connector first. It's going into the starter. Okay, and now we're gonna access our power cable. That's 12 mm. Let's grab a 12 mm. I'm using a quarter right now. Let's see if this will fit. The challenging part here is I have limited tools that I have, so I can just okay, I need a longer socket so that I have leverage to turn the ratchet, I think. So let's try again. Okay. That's loose. Let me remove my socket. Okay. So here's our nut. You guys can see it because of the light. So I'm just gonna move our cable away from the starter. Okay, so that's out. Okay, let's. Oops, my light. Okay, so we got this one, has no problem. That's accessible. My other worry is the upper part of the starter bolt. So let me figure that out. I'll just let you know what tools that I did or use, and then yeah, and I can't do one hand doing this because I don't have a stand right now for the camera. So yeah, I'll show you later once I remove that upper bolt. Alright guys, so I was able to remove our starter. It's a struggle, especially with limited space there, and you're lying down. The leverage and loosen the bolt, it's hard and it's tight. At least you should have at least this flex head here, is at least and a shorter socket, right? But you need force to do that. So anyway, I have this new starter we have here. It's an aftermarket, so we're just gonna compare the two starter, and I'm just gonna apologize in advance since I'm not doing the full video on this one. All right, so I'm just showing you guys the breakdown on how I replace this starter assembly. So yeah, so far everything is the same. Usually the aftermarket starter always comes with a nut there, so it's either you reuse that or just double check the nut that came out from the original starter. If it's the same thread, you can reuse that, it doesn't matter. So yeah, so our shield mounting holes here, same thing, right? One on the stud here. So yeah, make sure also just to double check every time you do the starter. and just secure this again, right? Make sure that's tight, and that should be it. So I'm gonna put everything back together, and then we'll come back once everything is done, and we're gonna try to start it inside the vehicle. Okay, so I put everything back together, and I forgot to mention earlier when I was removing this one, the nut that they use here, it's a different nut. It should be a concave style nut. So I did my best just to jam something there just to make it tight. Right, so far that's tight. I'm gonna advise the owner of this vehicle for that. So we're gonna try to start this. That's good. Let's do one more. I don't know what's that noise. Looks like, is that from the starter? It's kind of weird. I didn't hear that type of noise last time when I was able to start this vehicle. So I don't know what is that noise. Maybe it could be from the belt. There's that squeak. Could be from the starter. I don't know. Yeah, or it could be that from the belt. Let me try spraying something quick in the belt area, if we can hear that. Okay, I see a wire here. This is for a rust module. It was here. Was it? Oh my god. What happened in this one? Grab our light here. So I'm just gonna quickly check our belt area if there's anything there. Okay, I didn't see anything. I'm just gonna spray just a little bit of silicone spray here on our belt. Okay, and then let's try restarting this. Yeah, so there's just still that type of squeaking, but anyway, it could be I didn't hear that last time. Maybe it was already been there, that type of noise. I was just too excited last time that it did start. And yeah, so I'm just gonna tell them that yeah, it's done. Car starts, about the positive cable, and let them monitor it. Obviously we got the service reminder there that's over 4,000, so I have to tell them to do that at least. And so yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed that video, or just the rundown on how to remove the starter on a 3.3 engine on the Santa Fe XL. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.